Welcome to Let's Go Football. I'm GrandPooBear. I'm here with former Steelers and Buckeyes linebacker Ryan Shazier, and of course Twitch creator and Cowboys/football superfan SFan TV. How are you gentlemen doing here today?
We're doing great.
Great, man. Great.
Great. We got a ton to talk about. It was a crazy, just not even a football weekend, just a crazy sports weekend in general. The Chargers and Bills are good. I don't know if you guys knew that. SFan, you know who else is good?
Who else is good?
Dallas. Dallas is very
Dallas
good.
is real good.
Happy about that.
Two times.
And
Dallas is good
yeah,
in two ways.
Yeah.
SMU and the Cowboys.
We're already talking about SMU. Wow. It was a great. It was a wonderful weekend for all football. Unless you were a kicker, which we will talk about soon. We also got Kurt Benkirk going to be joining us again, Packers QB and esports athlete on Ghost Gaming. And your friend, SFan streamer E-Rob and Dallas Cowboy football fan as well, is going to become
very close friend.
Picks. Yeah, you guys are homies. You guys been to like games together and stuff?
Oh yeah, we did a tailgate tour at Iowa State. It was amazing. So we went to the Iowa State game together and did that tailgate show, and it was it's a lot. I mean, I've known E-Rob for like three and a half years now. So we used to do a whole bunch of stuff together. He was in Austin. He moved away, had some real life stuff going on, and then he just moved back. So yeah, E-Rob's a close friend of mine. I was like, we got to get him on the show. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Everybody loves E-Rob.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear about some of your guys' adventures here throughout the tailgating experiences. Anyway, but we also want to hear from you, Twitch chat. So drop your comments in chat. This, of course, is Twitch. It's the best part about it. I mean, you have, former pro football player Ryan Shazier and SFan. You can ask them anything you want. But first of all, let's get going here. Let's talk about the AFC.
Hey, Grant, I have a question.
Oh, what do you got?
Am I the only guy
What's up?
that noticed that Stefan is like watching himself on his TV behind him?
Yeah, I am.
Wait, watching yourself?
You guys?
You know why?
That's my. You see, like.
Yo, one more viewer, man. One more viewer.
I gotta add them up, dude. I need all I can get.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Listen, you should never stream to 0 viewers. You know what I mean? Like that's something I tell people when they first start streaming. You're one. You got to be one, and then like your homies, if you're playing Fortnite or something, that's 3 more right there. So you got to have 4 viewers.
Yeah, for sure.
Right there. True. Right there. Anyway, let's talk about. Let's talk about the AFC right now. It's looking pretty interesting. In part to an injured kicker blowing a win for the Colts last night, Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, completed a comeback win in OT. They are now 4-1. They didn't look great, but they got it done. Lamar looked great there at the end of the game. Meanwhile, the Chargers were in a absolute barn burner shootout with the Browns. And the Bills put a whooping on the Chiefs. Both good teams. Let's start with last night, though. Are the Ravens a serious AFC contender, or are they, kind of a pretender, just kind of almost losing to the Colts?
I think they're. I'm not gonna. This is hard for me. I don't want to say they're pretenders. Because they are like the Ravens are always good, but the way they're winning their games is like in the NFL, you have to win every game you get. So I'm not going to say that they're not winning their games like they need to, but I don't feel like they're as good as the Chargers or the Browns.
Yeah, I mean, I do think at the end of the day, it just comes down to it comes down to wins and losses, right? Not about like how bad you beat a team, and you kind of use how bad you beat a team or how close the game is to gauge how good a team is. But sometimes like you just have some games where you're up and some games where you're down, and it's about matchups, right? So I mean, I think the Ravens are still a really good football team, and I think they probably are still contenders to make a run in the playoffs. But the big thing for me is I think the talk about Lamar Jackson and how he's like continuing to develop is how he's developing as a passer, right? How he developed a passer. And I think a lot of that actually comes from not just him developing, but whenever a guy is so mobile and he has to move around, and Ryan, you could probably talk about this a lot more, like defenses tend to, like, you start to cheat a little bit, right? Like you see him get out of the pocket, he starts to roll out, they're going bootleg, and then you start to cheat up, and then he's got somebody wide open down the field, and then the receiver can adjust to him. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. When it's a quarterback that can run, it makes it really difficult for you to call defenses, and then you always have to have eyes on him. That's why you've seen the Colts in what you call zone defense pretty much most of the game, because if you go on man-to-man defense, you know that Lamar can run on you, because once you have your back turned to the quarterback, he knows you're in man defense, and then now he has opportunity to run all over the field. So one thing that guys want to do is not allow him to run the ball, and they get into zone defenses. And with the Colts having all those guys hurt, it was their zone defense wasn't doing well for them. And then you don't want to be a man defense. So Lamar did what he had to do. He did a great job throwing the ball, and that was definitely his best passing game he ever had in his career, and it was pretty cool to watch. And like you said, the Ravens are a serious contender, but I still don't feel like they're as good as the Browns, the Bills, the Chargers. I don't think that they can do that on a consistent basis the way they did last night, because the Colts, their team was hurt, and the way they've been running the ball isn't what you're accustomed to. So I think it's going to be a very interesting season as it continues to move forward.
Yeah, when you're preparing for a team, would you rather prepare for a mobile quarterback or a pocket quarterback, or is it just kind of QB dependent, like when you were playing?
It's QB dependent, but you definitely would prepare more for a pocket quarterback, because when you're rushing the passer, if he's back there for a certain amount of time while he has people close to him, he's not trying to avoid those guys. He's really just trying to get the ball out of his hands. And if he feels like it's going to be a sack, he just gives up. With a guy that's a mobile quarterback, they don't really ever give up on a play. So they're always running around and making something happen, and that gets very frustrating when you're on defense, because now instead of guarding 10 guys, you're guarding true 11 guys out there on the field.
They got some ego to them too, right?
Obviously,
gives up.
The mobile quarterback's got some.
No, he does though,
right? Like they're like, oh, I'm faster than everybody. Like I can do whatever I want. Yeah, they got some ego.
No, definitely. Like when you know you're faster than somebody, why would you give up on a play when you can just do everything yourself and just make something happen?
Yeah.
You know, it's very frustrating on defense when you're going against a guy like that.
Yeah, something we should say, the Ravens got a tough schedule still. They got the Browns, the Bengals. I mean, of course, it's in division. It's ridiculous. They still play the Steelers twice, which is debatable how good a game that will be. They also got Green Bay.
Why is that debatable?
And the Rams. Like, this is a schedule.
Why is that game debatable?
I'm just saying, I don't know why
we're not a Lions.
Anyway,
we're not a Lions.
They already beat the Lions, so we can just go on. Why do we got to bring up old news?
But you're saying the game's debatable.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the rest of the AFC. Bills and Chargers, right? I mean, where do you rank? You guys don't. Nobody thinks that the Ravens are as good as the Bills and Chargers right now, right? Are we all in agreement with that?
Yeah, I'm a big Bills guy right now. I'm so high on the Bills bandwagon. I mean, I've been on the Bills bandwagon since last year, but dude, Josh Allen is a monster. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I was just about to say, I mean, they destroyed the Chiefs by 18. Just were dominating performance right there.
Yeah. No, I mean,
this.
Well, go ahead, Ryan. You go ahead.
This is funny, man. Everybody just love the Bills nowadays.
What?
I think the Chargers are the better team.
The Bills, Ryan.
Why do you think the Chargers are better?
No, the Bills. I think the Chargers are better. They play better.
You think the Chargers are better?
I think they're better.
Play better defense. They just gave up 49 points to Baker.
Yeah, I slipped up on that. But they also played a better team. They also played a better team.
Fair.
Think about all the teams. Think about all the teams the Bills have played compared to the teams the Chargers have played and some of these other.
That is fair. The Bills' schedule hasn't been probably as difficult as the Chargers. I think that's fair.
The Bills have the second easiest schedule in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Bills, they beat the Jags, right? Then they beat the Dolphins. Then they beat Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. And then they beat a good team in Kansas City, but Kansas City doesn't have a defense at all. They're out there literally playing offense versus offense. They're not playing any defense.
Yeah.
And then they played one good defensive team and they lost.
Sure, but I do think at the end of the day, like when we're talking about like matchups and stuff, if the Bills just have an easier schedule, then they're taking advantage of it. They're winning the games, right? Good
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But if they played each other, I think the Chargers win that game.
I think the Bills' offense is so just disgusting. Like they're just so good. And to me, Josh Allen is like he's almost like when Cam Newton was like in his prime. Josh Allen is like to me he's like there. Except I think he's a better passer.
No, he's definitely a better passer.
Yeah, I think he's like that guy plus a better passer.
All right, real quick, chat wants to know Lamar, Josh Allen, or Patrick Mahomes. Who you taking?
Are we serious right now?
I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes.
Is this even close? Are you talking about like this
listen,
year?
Chad asked it. Chad asked it.
Hey, Redman.
The answer is Patrick Mahomes. I just want to be clear about that, Chad.
The answer is definitely Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But it's not even close. Yeah. The answer is definitely Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is not the reason they're losing games.
All right. We need to... Hold on, real quick. We're going to get a poll. Who is the best AFC team right now? The Ravens, the Chargers, or the Bills? Ryan thinks it's the Chargers. S-Fan thinks it's the Bills. I mean, dude, I know the Bills have a soft schedule, but they got 2 shutouts in that soft schedule. They're scoring 40 points a game. They're operating on
who are they
all
playing?
Cylinders. Yeah, I mean, but you're still professional football players. Like at the end of the day, like this is the NFL. Things happen. It
is the NFL.
What more
but
can
like,
you do than
you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Playing?
We're not the NFL players. Ryan is, and we're making the NFL players. He's like, dude, everybody's good in the NFL, and Ryan's like, nah,
it's because he only played on good teams. He never played on a scrub team. You know what I mean? So he only played on good teams. He never. I'm just.
They've been playing trash people.
Trash people.
Like, and I'm not saying like I'm not saying the people are trash, but the teams are not good at all. The teams are bad. These are bad teams. Like put up their record. Like, can y'all put up the record for us, please? Like,
wait, at the Bills' record so far?
They're bad.
All right.
I mean, their schedules. Put up their schedule.
Oh, like the strength of schedule. Yeah. Combined record.
Like, their schedule is bad, bro.
I mean, the only team they lost to is the Steelers. I mean, they got the Dolphins, right? They're not good. The Washington football team. I mean, the Texans.
Bad.
They beat the Chiefs. They got the Titans this week.
Yeah, and it's gonna be watch this game. Watch this game be a lot closer than the other games that you just watched.
All right. Okay. That dude Dev coming.
The Titans aren't as good, but watch it. It's gonna be a better game. This is gonna be a better game. But like they're bad. Like think like the Chargers. Let's look at the Chargers schedule. Like the Chargers. They've been playing better teams. Like the Chargers, like Washington, both of them played Washington.
All right.
They played the Cowboys, which is a really good team, and they lost by 3 points.
Okay.
And that game could have went either way. They played the Chiefs, won. But the Bills just won. They played the Raiders, won, and then they played the Browns and won. Like all these teams are better than the teams that they played.
I'd agree with
that.
And
they played 2 of the same teams.
I still think the Bills are better. And you know what?
I mean,
so does Chad, it seems like.
To shut out 2 teams. I mean, Ryan, you know better than anybody.
All right, let me hold on. I'm going back. Let me see these teams they shut out.
Because they shut out the Dolphins and they shut out the Texans. Now, you could say, like, both those teams are trash, but, to shut out 2 teams in the NFL this early in the season is, like, that's – I don't know when's the last time that happened. Have 2 shutouts this early?
I don't know. I mean, and Josh Allen.
They played the two-less Dolphins.
Yeah.
And they also
can you guys name the quarterback for the
dude with the long neck? The dude with the really long neck.
No, what's his name?
I don't know his name, but his neck. I know his neck.
For who?
He's got the longest neck ever.
For the Texans.
Mills?
Yo, well, chat right there. Chat just.
What's his whole name?
Listen,
what's his whole name?
Is it Davis Mills? I can't remember.
Listen, chat just confirmed that me and S-Fan are smarter than Ryan Shazier because the Bills are confirmed.
See, Davis Mills. You don't even know his name.
No, is it David Mills? Is David?
This is what I'm talking about.
I know his neck though. I know his neck. Like I remember the picture of his neck, but no, I don't know his name. Is it Mills?
So you just know their neck.
Hey, Ryan, I'm gonna be honest. Half of that team doesn't know who the quarterback is.
and we're talking about a team that beat them. Come on, man. It's like playing a little Giants out there.
Yeah, but like you got okay. So
Davis Mills. I didn't cheat with chat. All right.
You got pocket passers, right? You got dual threat guys. Look, sometimes you just need a team with a handoff quarterback. Okay,
that's the Steelers even beat them. Like, look at that. Like,
I tell you what, we're gonna get some clarity in the AFC next week because the Chargers take on Baltimore in Baltimore next week. So it is gonna be we're gonna get a little bit more clarity on who's the best team in the AFC. Now the NFC though. Let's move on to the NFC. The NFC, we got 5 teams right now. Arizona, Dallas, Tampa Bay, the Rams, Green Bay. They all won this week. Arizona's 5-0, only undefeated team in the league. Everyone else 4-1, including S-Fans, Cowboys. They all won this week. All looked pretty dang good doing it. Who's the number 1 team in the NFC right now, guys?
R-A-M-S, Rams.
I mean, well, you got the Rams.
Bruh.
You got the Cardinals. You got. I mean, man, the second I say it, it's going downhill. I know.
You don't want to jinx your own.
Gotta say it. You gotta say it.
Dallas is starting to look good.
You don't say it.
Okay.
You don't say it. You don't think they're good. You don't say it.
They're starting to look good. Okay. Starting to look good. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I don't want to jinx it like Ryan said. But they're starting to
not jinxing it.
We'll see. Ryan, can I ask you how you have the Rams above the Cardinals that beat the Rams by 14?
The reason I have the Rams above the Cardinals, I think they're an overall better team. I think in that game, the Cardinals got the best of them in that game. But I feel in the playoffs, I know. But I feel in the playoffs, when you go, like, if we were to say who we think which team in the NFC is going to go to the Super Bowl, this is what I'm going off, the teams that we're going off right now. If we're talking about a team that's going to go to the Super Bowl, I like the Rams better than I like the Arizona Cardinals. And the Arizona Cardinals, their O-line is suspect. They're really dependent on Kyler Murray so much right now, like the Ravens are depending on Lamar Jackson. And then their defense is all right, but it's not spectacular. But they're playing pretty good. They're playing good right now. They're playing really good right now. But and then the last thing is, this is the final thing why I have the Rams above everybody else. I think Sean McVay is a better coach than the rest of the coaches in the NFC right now that are the top teams.
Okay.
Chat, let us know what you think, chat. We got a poll coming up there right now. We want you guys to order these teams. We want to see the order in which you have these teams in. S-Fan, I mean, Sean McVay, you think Sean McVay is the best? I mean, he's certainly the dreamiest coach in the NFL, the best looking. Like, he's definitely the sexiest.
Dude, he's like our age.
I don't know, man. I think he is like 38, and he's so dreamy. Like, honestly, he's just a good looking dude. But
he is 35 years old.
Oh, he's younger than me.
He is
made me feel really bad about life.
And he's been
yeah, he's 35, yeah.
Wait, how old are you, Ryan?
5 years.
How old are you?
I'm a young guy. Are
you the youngest man on the get out of here? All right. Anyway, move on. Let's move on from this.
I'm definitely the youngest in the chat. Let's
definitely move on from that particular topic. All right. Sean McVay is young and hot. All right. Yo, all right. What do you have? What do you have, S-Fan, though? Who's the best team in the NFC?
I really like the Rams. I do like the Cardinals.
You both like the Rams?
Really like
over Arizona that beat them by 14.
Yes, but it's about matchups, right? And it's just about how sometimes, like, any given Sunday, anything can happen. It's about matchups, how one team matchups against another team. I do think overall the Rams are a more well-rounded team than the Cardinals are, and it allows them. I think they will do better against more opponents in the NFL than the Cardinals will. That's basically what it comes down to. Short version.
Vegas has the Bucks as the odds-on favorite to get to the Super Bowl. Where do you rank the Bucks? Like, if we have Rams 1, where are the Bucks laying for you guys?
Bucks. Probably
4. 4, Ryan. All right, so you have Rams, then who you got, Ryan?
Rams. I got Rams, Arizona, Dallas, Bucks, Green Bay.
Okay. Does Green Bay belong in this discussion?
Yes, they do. Because they have one guy.
Well, they got 2 guys. They got Aaron Rodgers.
They got Kurt Benkert.
They got Kurt Benkert. Yeah, they got Kurt Benkert,
baby.
And Kurt Benkert, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. Yeah.
So who's gonna be joining us later?
They got discount double check.
Mm-hmm.
They got Kurt Benkert.
You know, that guy can win you any game.
Do you have S-Fan? You have the same order?
I would actually put I'd put the Bucks over the Cowboys still, but I do feel like I'm starting to feel like the Cowboys are just kind of like snowballing. Like they're just getting better and better each game. Because it's been a while since we've seen the Cowboys put up that many points. Like they put up 30 points in almost every game, except for the first one, right? I got to double check this.
Oh, it's crazy how chat's not agreeing with us right now.
Really?
The Cowboys are also, allowing 6.42 yards per play on defense, which isn't necessarily conducive to a winning team, but they're turning the ball over a lot.
Yes. So I had a coach who
that matters.
At the end of the day, if you are +3 in terms of turnover differential, you should win almost every game. If you get 3 turnovers more than they get, then you should win every game. Because just how it goes, like if you lose that point, then you got some problems.
All right. Well,
do you know how many turnovers 3 turnovers is per game? That is a lot of turnovers.
That's a lot. But my point is that if the Cowboys are in this situation where they're getting that many turnovers, because I think they're averaging 2.5. I gotta double check this. Do we have on that?
You average a half a turnover a game?
Yeah.
What's a half a turnover?
Average. When you hand him the ball and you take it back. That's when you fumble but you don't recover.
Anyway, chat weighed in. They think the undefeated Cardinals are number 1, and rightly so, because again they beat the Rams by 14. It's like one thing if the Rams, it was a close game, but it wasn't. It was a smackdown. It was a shellacking. They beat the Rams by 14. The Cardinals are the best team.
Hey, I know.
I'm glad Chad agreed with me. We can move again.
I know this is a betting channel. I know we talk about betting. Do you want to bet who's the better team at the end of the year? GrandPooBear?
Listen, I'm number 166 on the Twitch list. Okay, I don't know if I got Ryan Shazier money to be gambling with you, man.
166 is higher than me. Was higher than me.
Not as high as S-Fan. So let's move on from that and get this incredible. There's really no way for me to transition here. But before we get to our guest, the big news last night had nothing to do with that incredible game. We got to talk about John Gruden resigning as the coach of the Raiders after more of his contents of incredibly offensive and inappropriate emails became public. I heard a tremendous quote from Keyshawn Johnson today where he just kind of called him a fraud. Ryan, how would put yourself in that locker room? How do you think this plays out in the Vegas locker room?
So I feel bad for these players because this season to me is over for Vegas because this is a huge distraction. This is a huge distraction. I don't care what nobody says. It's the players that are playing out the coaches. There's a reason players have coaches, So he called their offensive plays. Their offense was on fire for the first 3 games of the season. But to me, if I was a player, I'm happy that he's gone because you don't want anybody like that around you. He's a leader of men. 80% of the NFL are African American men. He was having racist comments in his emails. He was having homophobic comments in his emails. He was really just degrading people. And imagine me and you working together, and then I'm just talking behind your back and calling you slurs, racial slurs, homophobic slurs, and then every day I talk to you and act like everything's okay. I understand everybody used to call him Chucky, but he was like the Chucky doll in real life. One thing he perceived to be one thing in person. And then at night, he was something totally different. And you can't have that type of people around. And it's scary because obviously what happens in the dark comes to light. And, my mom said that before as well. But everybody has something that they've done and they don't want nobody to know about. But I feel like everybody's doing certain things that they don't want nobody to know about, but it's not this. And this is out of hand. This is unacceptable. And honestly, I don't feel like he should have been able to resign. I feel like in a situation like this, he should have been fired because this is something that's not acceptable in any occupation. we're trying to live in a world where everybody is comfortable in their own skin and how they feel, how they want to be. And this is a man that's supposed to be leading you. He's one of the best coaches in the NFL, and he's out here, you know, degrading people and talking about people and basically not accepting people for who they are. And he has his own, what his own employees or players is gay. And then he has a lot of other players on his team. 90% of his team are African American. So like he's really just talking about the people that he's worked with every day, and I don't think that's acceptable at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keyshawn Johnson had a quote where he called him a used car salesman and a fraud. And I thought that pretty much summed it up. Anyway,
like a used car, like you said, like used car salesman, like they want to sell you a car. Hey man, this car is $10,000, but once you drive off the lot, you got to pay $30,000 into fixing it. Like they know what's up with the car, and they still want to sell it to you. Like that's bullshit. And, like this is basically what he was doing. He was selling everybody a dream and doing the total opposite of it. So I don't think he deserves a job.
Yeah, I
have no remorse for a guy like that.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break, and when we're back, we'll have Packers QB and esports athlete Kirk Benkert. We'll also talk about my college, a friend of mine from college, Mason Crosby. I mean, when I say friend, I mean I watch him kick a lot of footballs. And we'll also talk about some college football this weekend. It was big weekend. A couple upsets, a couple great comebacks. We got to hear who is your number one in college football right now. Let us know. This is Let's Go Football. We'll be back in just a few seconds or minutes.
Right here.
Welcome back to Let's Go Football. We are joined again this week. That's an ugly helmet, Ryan. I'm just saying. We're joined again this week by Kirk Benkert, QB for the Green Bay Packers, esports athlete on the Ghost Gaming roster, and one of the best darn Madden, Call of Duty, and Fortnite players out there. And
in the world, Craig.
How you doing?
Jesus, I did not know I was walking into this today.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to the show, Kurt. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Coach.
Can we go ahead and start with the question that we had over in the beginning of this thing? Who's the best team in college football? Best team in college football. Who's it?
Man, I'm rolling with Cincinnati for the rest of the year.
Damn sure not SMU.
I'm going with Cincinnati for the rest of the year.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, the rest of the year, I'm just rolling with them, man. I got it.
Why not SMU?
Right there.
Alabama State University.
Oh man.
Kurt, you can't be a homer, okay? Just because you went to SMU, or just because you went to Cincinnati,
I didn't even go. I didn't even go to Cincinnati. I just can't. I can't pass the
He has a Virginia helmet right
there. He has a Virginia helmet up there. Why would he go to? That'd be such a weird thing for him to do.
Kurt, listen, don't worry about it. Listen, SMU is the best team in college football, man. It's the best team in college football. 6-0. I'm just being honest, okay? When you're 6-0, you're 6-0. It doesn't matter who you play. It's not about matchups. It's not about anything. It's just about pure, unadulterated speed, strength, size, talent. Look,
which one of those things do you have?
Hold up.
I got charisma. That's what I got. I don't got anything else.
Hey, who is ACU?
Abilene Christian University. Abilene Christian. That's what ACU is.
All right. North Texas, Louisiana Tech, TCU.
Well, just drop the North.
South Florida, and Navy. Bro, get out of here.
Navy, that's right. Salute the service.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
This is trash.
I didn't know. I did not know that we were supposed to bring our prop from our college today. Everyone else apparently got the memo.
I was wearing this the whole show.
I was unaware. I was unaware of it. Anyway,
you Michigan State, right? GrandPooBear?
No, I'm Colorado Buffalo. I went to University of Colorado. Go Buffs.
Got a few Colorado teammates.
Yes.
Yeah,
you do have one Colorado teammate, including Mason Crosby, who was there the same time I was, actually. And Ryan doesn't believe me on this when I say this, but Mason Crosby was a tremendously big man on our campus at the time.
I believe
he was a god kicker in college. He was I believe a 5th round draft pick even. Just to show you again, an amazing talent. He was kicking 60-yard bombs in college, kicked a 61-yarder against Nebraska. Anyway, you guys, he saved the Packers this weekend. With that field goal in overtime. Yeah. How impressed were you with Mason Crosby and just the overall kicking game this weekend in the Packers-Cincinnati game?
Oh man, look, there's just a point where, like, after a miss or 2 or 3, like, you just have to keep kicking because one of them has to go in and end the game. So we had full belief in him every single time, and even though the first few didn't work, we're remembering the last kick and that it went in and won us the game again, just like it won us the game in San Francisco. He's a good kicker, man. Everybody has days like that once in a while.
Absolutely. Joe Burrow, how impressed were you with him?
First off, I thought he died on the field. I don't know if you guys saw that play. It was like 3rd and 10, and he had like 4 yards to go and he jumped to get the first down and just got absolutely blasted. I think he didn't he go to the hospital after the game for like a throat contusion or something?
Throat contusion, yeah.
Dude, he's a baller though. He's good at extending plays, and I think whatever they got going in Cincinnati, it's going to be good for a while.
Hey, Kurt, I'm just going to let you know, the kicker from the Bengals made that, but it's all good.
We thought he did too.
Wait, which one? The one that hit the...
Dude.
The one that went over the goalpost?
You know how it is. From the sideline, you can't see if the kick goes in. So you're looking for the reaction of the fans behind the field goal and, like, of the kicker's reaction. So we're watching the kicker, and he's celebrating. We're like, shit, we lost. Like, game over. And the next thing you know, you see him stop, and we're like, oh, no. Like, we got life again. Like, it was wild. Like, just such we really thought we lost.
I'm not gonna lie. That was a great game. You know, the Bengals are a really good football team, and then you guys are a good team. That was a great game. I definitely thought the Bengals was gonna come out with a win on that one, but I'm gonna be honest, as a Steelers fan, I'm happy you guys ended up winning that game. So yeah, we definitely needed that from you guys, but I don't think I would have been the guy on the team that believed in my kicker anymore in that moment. I would have Brandon Staley that guy. Brandon Staley he went for it like 6 times on 4th down versus the Browns. So why not? Yeah. I would have watched y'all. I'm definitely not going for it.
That's the Chargers, which have absolutely no faith in their kicker at all. Whereas Mason Crosby coming into this game and made 27 straight. You know what? Mason's had this a couple times in his career where he's get the yips. He's a golfer. So sometimes golfers get the yips. Anyway, I know way too much about Mason Crosby. I love him. Devontae Adams, 200+ yards. Earlier you told us he was better than we even saw on TV. What about him and Aaron Rodgers just is so unstoppable?
I would remember you guys can answer too.
Yeah, I would say just like the chemistry of like you draw up plays as a coach and you say, hey, versus this coverage, like we don't want to go here. And with those two guys, it really doesn't matter. Like you can have a guy over top and a guy underneath and a guy playing inside leverage, and he's still going to beat him inside and still going to put it in the perfect spot 9 times out of 10. And just, you know that if the game's on the line, that we have a chance no matter what the defense tries to do to stop him. So it's wild to watch, especially like right there in person. Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy that nobody really talked about Devontae Adams' game. He had over 200 yards receiving. Like
200 yards.
That's really going under the radar right now. Like,
yeah, like that, 200.
You guys don't understand how hard it is to get 100 yards. Yeah, 200 yards. Like It's crazy, man. Like,
I think the biggest problem is like so many people attribute it to Aaron, and Aaron is, in my opinion, the best. Like he's one of the best right now, but I think I would say, I can make an argument for like the most talented passer of all time, but it kind of diminishes the fact that like what Devontae is doing, he would be doing that with other people too. Like he is a really, really good player. I think he's the best in the league too at his spot right now. Like he would still have success without Aaron. But the fact that those two are playing at such a high level together, man, like it's fun to watch.
Look, I'm sorry. S-Man shaking his head yes. Which I
agree.
Ryan should. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, who's the better quarterback receiver duo?
Ryan.
Is there a better one?
You know,
Ryan Spears just shaking his head, hating. He wakes up every morning.
Maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 years ago.
Oh my God.
Oh, you talking about right now in the league right now?
Yeah, right now.
Like
Tom Brady and Gronk. Travis Kelce.
Get out of him, what? Get out of him.
Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes.
Your credibility is
going
down.
You know what? You know what?
Patrick Mahomes. Are you serious? Are you serious? Pull up. You want to pull up the numbers?
Okay, but it's not
Travis
about
Kelce
stats, it's not about the stats. It's like,
oh my God.
It's like
he's been doing this for like 6 years straight. Travis Kelce gets double teamed.
Guys, let's talk about real.
Oh my gosh!
All right, let's move on and talk about
Travis Kelce
players here. Let's talk about.
You want to talk about T.J. Hawkinson? Is that what you want to talk about?
T.J. Hawkinson's the truth. All right, and he's gonna make many Pro Bowls. Okay, let's talk about kickers. Okay, real football players across the league. There was issues. 13 missed point after attempt. Jeez Louise, 13. 12 missed field goals. My boy Mason Crosby missed a few. The Lions, the Bengals, the Texans all lost on field goals at the end of the game. The Lions lost on a exactly 1917 score again. Last week we talked about Tucker at 99. I mean, it doesn't seem crazy at all anymore, right? After seeing this weekend's kicking.
You know, to me, kickers it's always hard to find a really good kicker. It's always been like this in the NFL. Like sometimes you'll have a consistent kicker here and there, but if every kicker made every kick, there would never be any new kickers.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of think of that. Like Chris Boswell's for the Steelers, he's doing well right now, and like he missed a few last year, and everybody's like, man, this man Boz is tripping, But like Boz is third, like most consistent kickers of all time right now. Mason Crosby is super consistent, but he missed 3 this game or 2. It's life, like guys don't go to work and be perfect every single day. People miss extra points, and that's just the NFL. Like people do have bad 10 games sometimes, but but it can make you mad. Like imagine driving down the field. Like think about it. It happened twice for the Colts. One got blocked, one got missed, and they missed one earlier in the game. Like that, the Colts, if they didn't have a kicker, they might have won that game. They might have won that game. So it's really crazy how a kicker can change or make or break your game, your season, or anything. But they're part of the team, and they work and grind just like everybody else on the team. But it does get frustrating. You might have a nice stand, or you might make a good drive all the way down the field, or we about to win this game, easy field goal, it gets blocked, or you miss it. It's like, are you serious right now? Like, I can't believe I just lost this game.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think like, I think the discussion about kickers and this and that, like sometimes I feel like people who you hear a lot of people complain about kickers who didn't play football. Because at the end of the day, it's like football is a sport, and this is part of what makes football so good. It's way complex, like way more complex than a lot of other sports. So the barrier of entry is kind of high, but you have so many different looking types of people, right? Like you got big guys on the line, you got smaller guys at receiver. Kickers have a skill set and a position and a role on the team that's really, really important. And if you cheap out on it, then it's just not going to be good, right? Like Ryan said, if every kicker made every kick, then you wouldn't even have the discussion about who's the best and who's the worst at kicker. Is like, why even have the position if you made every kick?
Well,
which is why actually, I just want to add, Ryan, you saying that is the exact reason why, if you guys remember, they moved the PATs back. Remember, a few years ago, they wanted to move the PATs back because it was literally just a free point. What's the point of this?
Yeah. Now,
So,
this brings us right here to our next poll question. And I'm going to pose this to you guys. Should kickers exist? Here's how it's going to work. We're going to put out 3 polls for a total of 6 minutes, and you guys got to weigh in and tell us the right answers. This is pick 6, by the way. To vote in the polls, hover over to the Control Plus icon on the right side of your screen, click the box with the 3 little lines, and boom, there's the poll. The first question, of course, should kickers exist? I feel like this is a ridiculous question because yes, they should absolutely exist. We see them make and miss all the time. I mean, I feel like if anything, the misses have proved that they should exist more than anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
I completely agree.
Yeah. This is something that, it's just kind of like a fun open it up, right? But it's so.
That's good. That's good.
That's a good one, actually. Yeah.
I mean, what's crazy about that one is it wasn't like a weather day. Like you always think like, oh, it's windy or something. It was just like, it was just had the yips, man. It was just something about it. And I feel like kicking is a lot like playing golf. I feel like that's a very similar thing where you see professional golfers occasionally, they just, just like absolutely crap the bed. You know what I mean? Like they're these professional golfers. They just can't hit the green. I feel like kicking is very similar to that.
I think the NFL just in football, they added kickers to the game to add suspense to the game. Because it's just like, you just never know what's going to happen, honestly, when it comes to kickers. Because like you might get a 50-yarder and everybody's like, is he going to make it? Oh, he made it. But then you get a 20-yarder and you're like, oh my gosh, he missed a 20-fucking-yard kick. So it's like, I think it adds suspense to the game because you just never know what's going to happen. And to me, I think that's why kickers should be involved in the game. Like, we won games because of our kickers. I haven't been on a game. I don't think I've been in a game where I lost a game because of my kicker, but I definitely won games because of my kicker. But it's definitely been other teams that lost because of their kicker missed the field goal.
Well, I mean, even Dallas. I mean, you could blame Dallas's only loss of the year on Greg Zuerlein, but at the same time, we know Greg Zuerlein is a great kicker. So it's like, how do you blame them? Yes, 88%.
That was
by the way. Yeah. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised. And there's another debate about kickers in fantasy, which maybe they don't belong there. Let's move on to poll number 2. S-Fan, you were at the Oklahoma-Texas game, right?
I was. I wasn't there. So every weekend we do a S-Fans tailgate tour. Saturdays I go to a different school, different game, whatever. And this was actually like the first neutral site game that I'd been to. And because it was at the Cotton Bowl, long storied rivalry, lots of tradition here. It's at the State Fair of Texas. Unfortunately, like we had some technical difficulties during the show, but we did go. The environment is absolutely insane, and while I couldn't stay the whole time, a lot of times we couldn't. I had to come back and work on another show like immediately because we had our. Those of you guys who don't know, I'm one of the owners of OTK. The org, the live streaming org. So we had our 1-year anniversary yesterday, so we had to do a big show, and I've just been all over the place working on that, trying to help with that kind of stuff. So and also some other shows that we have coming up this week, tomorrow, and I literally have a show every single day this week.
S-Fans doing things, and you got Thursday night football.
And Thursday football.
Thursday night football. All right. Yes, best sporting event of the weekend, though, real quick, before we go, I want to hear all, because you're the hardest working man out there. I want to hear all about it. A&M upsets Alabama at home. Alabama's that was awesome. Yeah, Alabama's first loss to a non-ranked opponent since 2007. Oklahoma's comeback win versus Texas. The Chargers versus Brown game, which was so much fun. The Red Sox beating the Rays in 13 innings. I mean, I guess people like baseball. This is my personal sporting event of the weekend. The Tyson Fury win over Deontay Wilder. Whew, that was a boxing match. That was a great boxing match. I'm gonna be honest, the best moment of the weekend for me, it's the most
It was the best, but also most upsetting moment. Texas A&M beating Alabama. It was the best moment, and the reason I say that is because it shows that Alabama can lose. I try to tell that, but it was upsetting because how do you lose to an unranked team and only drop to 5, while there's other teams losing to ranked teams?
This for 2 days.
No, but think about it though. It makes no sense with like the Big Ten and the SEC. They don't rate Alabama the same as they rate everybody else, and I don't feel it's fair to the rest of college football.
I agree with the S-Fan. What was the best sporting event this weekend? I mean, you were at one, so you're biased.
Yeah, but I have to say the A&M Alabama. I mean that's to break that many different streaks to come in as an unranked team, which I mean, personally, I think it's dumb that A&M was unranked in the first place. Like they probably shouldn't have been unranked. But
How?
That's
How?
I mean, they were number 7, right? Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
They lost 2 in a row to bad teams.
Yeah, but I don't know if. I mean, now they beat Alabama, right? So sometimes this is the thing with college football and the rankings. Like it's kind of arbitrary, right?
All right. Well,
that's a whole discussion, right? But regardless, I think A&M being unranked and then coming in and beating Alabama at number 1. Also, Alabama has the reputation of, oh, it's Alabama. Like that is it. That is like where college football is. I don't know. I think that was it for me. I think. But yeah, I think the OU Texas was really good too.
Chad seems to agree with you, and I'm just gonna say you're all wrong, dude. The Tyson Fury Wilder fight was like an instant classic. Both guys went down multiple times. It was
that was a great fight.
2 big meaty men slapping meat. It was amazing. One of the best heavyweight matches of all time. It was incredible to watch. Anyway, let's move on to poll 3. We were talking about it. Your guys' shade, absolute shade of the arbitrary ranking systems. Right now, which is the better college football conference? Are we talking about the Big Ten or the SEC? What is going? The graphics right there. The Big Ten or the SEC? Big Ten has 5 teams in the top. That's literally half of them. Half of the top 10 is filled with Big Ten teams. The SEC has 7 teams in the top 25. Which conference is better? I'm gonna start with S-Fan right here. S-Fan, which conference is better?
I think neither. I think the American Athletic Conference is the best conference, and SMU should be number 1. I think SMU should be number 1.
What? What?
Okay. If my second choice.
Yep.
Probably the Big Ten right now. My second choice would be probably the Big Ten right now.
All right.
Yeah.
At least you made the right decision. I thought you was gonna make the wrong decision because where you stay. But at least you made the right decision. Because I know me and GrandPooBear are on the same squad on this one. You know, because to me, the SEC is very, very top heavy. And they might have one team that's good here and there, but I feel Alabama, their margin for greatness or how good they are is so much greater than all the Big Ten teams. And I know Ohio State is always kind of at the top as well, but I feel like theirs are a little closer than Alabama. That's why Alabama only fell to 5. Ohio State lost to Oregon, and we fell to 11, and Oregon was ranked like 8. But they lose to an unranked team and go to 5. How are they considered the best one-loss team and they lost to an unranked team? Like that makes no sense to me. But
I will never.
Well, but I think it's maybe because A&M shouldn't have been unranked, right? Maybe. Maybe.
But even if they were unranked, even if they were 21, if that was Ohio State, they would have failed to 15.
Yeah, I would agree with that. If any of the Big Ten teams would have
to be fair, it's hard to argue against that. You know what it is? It's the reputation.
Penn State lost to the Penn State lost to the number 2 team, and they fell 6. They fell behind Alabama.
There is like an insane love affair of college football and Nick Saban in Alabama, and it is, they will always be, if they're a 1-loss team or a 2-loss team, they'll always be the best 2-loss team. They'll always be the best 1-loss team. They'll always the top ranked one until Nick Saban leaves. I really truly believe that, or until they lose 3 games in a season. Whichever one of those happens. We got a few more seconds in that poll. Which one is better? Someone said the SEC because they don't have Michigan. Get out.
You know
Get
what,
out.
though?
Yeah. Hey,
You know what?
one thing though. One thing. I just.
Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead.
No. You go. You go.
Yeah.
No, I'm more polite. You guys go ahead.
No, I was saying what I was about to talk about was I just wanted to let you guys know that Travis Kelce has 5 years in a row of 1,000 yards. But we can keep on moving.
You know what? I appreciate the throwback to that set. It's not that I don't think Travis Kelce. I just don't even know if he's the best wide receiver combo on his own team. You know, I mean, I know he's a tight end, but like, I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm hosting, so I get to move this on. Let's thank Kirk for joining us earlier. I get the last say. Let's thank Kirk for joining us earlier. He had some internet issues, but I guarantee we're going to have him back on the show at some point. Coming up next, we're going to hit some fantasy topics with Twitch creator erob221. I also hope to get some good stories about him and S-Fan with maybe some drinks in them. During the break, let us know which guys are ruining your fantasy, ruining your fantasy season. We'll see y'all in 3 minutes.
All right.
Christian McCaffrey's ruining mine right now, dude. We're back with Let's Go Football Chat. We asked you who was ruining your fantasy season before the break. Got a lot of Dalvin Cooks in there. You know, man, he's hurt, y'all. I mean, McCaffrey's hurt. I complained about him too, so I guess that's how it goes.
Everybody from me.
Yeah.
Everybody from me.
I mean, that's what fantasy is. It's like, you know, someone once told me you can't win your fantasy league in the first round, but you can lose it. So there you go. Word of advice. Don't draft players that get hurt. Anyway, let's move on. We've got special guest erob22.
Yo,
Yeah,
what's up?
great advice.
Mhm.
I mean,
What up, E-Rob?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing? You're a Cowboys fan. You're a content creator. You're Tyler One's brother that was in here for some reason. How are you doing
That's
today,
fine.
man?
I
I'm doing good,
swear,
man.
E-Rob, I swear I didn't tell them to put that in there. The fact you put that in there is so funny. I swear to God, I didn't tell them that.
It's fine, dude. It's fine. I'm used to it. I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Dude, I'm so excited you're on, dude. I'm so
Me
excited.
too, man.
Those of you
I'm a
guys
little
who know me,
nervous,
me
to
and
be
E-Rob
honest.
are like-
But
Yeah, we've been friends forever. E-Rob is we're homies, dude. Like
Yeah.
I'm so excited E-Rob's here.
E-Rob, you're a
So
huge
what-
Cowboys fan.
sorry,
Right.
what?
You're a huge Cowboys fan, right?
Yeah, every
Yeah,
game I
they-
watch.
Looked pretty dominant against the Giants, who lost their number one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think they are a top 3 team in the league. To be honest.
That was going to be my question. Yeah, where are they at in the NFC? But you think
I
top
think-
3 in the entire league?
I think the only team that I think would beat them, maybe the Cardinals and the Bills. I think the Bills would have
Cardinals,
to beat them, but
What about the
Cardinals and
Rams?
Bills. Nah, they wouldn't beat them.
Really? I
Nah.
think the Rams would be tough.
It'd be tough, but I think
Hey,
the Cowboys win.
you know, you guys are like getting up a lot of yards per game, right?
That's fine. Yards are okay as long as they don't give up touchdowns.
Hey, I'm just letting you know, if you keep getting up yards, you give up touchdowns, my brother.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. I don't think. I think they are just fine on defense, man. They are just fine. They give up yards late in the game. It's fine.
I mean,
Okay,
Trayvon
we'll
Diggs.
see. Hey, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, just talking about it, Trayvon Diggs right there, 6 interceptions. We talked. I mean, he's on pace to beat Deion Sanders' team interception record right now. Not just beat it, but like beat it pretty handedly. He's asking for reps on. Man, he's really going for this Deion thing. Asking for reps on offense. Supposedly, is he the best player on this Cowboys team?
I wouldn't say he's the best player on the team, though, but he's getting
Absolutely not.
there. He's a star. He's pretty good. He's pretty good, but I wouldn't say he's the best. I don't think he's the best player.
If he's a Madden, if it's Madden, he's like a star, like you said, just like Silver. Like,
Yeah.
not a superstar, not an X Factor. He's a star. He's a star.
He might be an X Factor. He might be an X Factor.
No way.
Man, what do you think? Is he a star?
I think he's an X Factor for sure.
There's no way. There's no way he's X Factor.
Did you call him the best corner in the league last week?
No, no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I did
not say that.
That wasn't me. But I do think that he. I wouldn't say he's X Factor yet. I mean, it's been a half a season, right? I think he'd probably be. He's at least a star. He might be superstar in Madden. But speaking of Madden, Kurt Benkert is big on Madden. Kurt Benkert is he's having internet issues, but he was just in chat apologizing. So again, just real quick, big shout out to Kurt Benkert for coming on. He had some internet issues. He was in chat apologizing. So Kurt, you're all good, dude. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, Kurt.
So no, I would say
he's not a superstar.
You think he's not a superstar? By the end, do you think he will be by the end of the season on Madden?
If he keep what he's doing now, but you don't know if he's going to catch any more picks by the end of the season.
True.
Like, you know, he's balling right now.
Eventually, they're going to stop throwing it to him, right? They'll stop throwing it to him, right?
It's not even that.
Reason, okay, well, here's the thing.
He's not going to catch a pick.
Here's the thing. They're going to keep throwing to him because right now he's giving up massive amounts of yards. He's on pace to give up 1,119 yards.
No way.
Which would be quite a bit, the most since 2014. So, I mean, it seems like they're going to keep throwing to him, you know what I mean?
So he gets you turnovers sometimes, but at the end of the day, like, he's not shutting anybody down. You know, like, turnovers are big, though. They're really big, but he's not – I'm not going to put him on a Javier Alexander or Tre'Davious White level. Like, he's not doing nothing like that, but he's intercepting the ball. Like,
yeah.
You know, I feel like he's like Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard's a great corner, but they don't ever say he's the best in the league.
People always they don't say he's like the number one. People always say Xavier Howard is a top 5 corner. People always say that. All the time.
I was going to say, if you want to look back at you want to look back at like 10 years ago, right? Like maybe more, maybe like 12, 13 years ago, whenever this was. You guys remember Nnamdi Asomugha, right, with the Raiders?
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing with Nnamdi Asomugha was he didn't have like the big sexy plays, like he didn't have a bunch of like pick sixes and this and that, but he was a complete lockdown corner, and he wouldn't have a lot of those plays because he wouldn't get that. Yeah, they just didn't throw at him because he was always on his guy. Yeah. So I do think part of being able to make those game-changing plays is being able to bait a quarterback into making that throw. Right, like if you can. I
don't think he's baiting anybody. I don't think
you think he's just not that
good. He's baiting people all the time.
Security. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna be open. Look, I gave up 15 to him earlier. I kind of like that logic.
Yeah, he's just sandbagging.
I don't think that's.
You don't think so?
You don't sandbag for 1,000 yards.
Let's talk about.
It's a lot of sand.
Wait,
Ryan, you're telling me you're not giving up first downs in order to create a turnover later? Come on, man.
No, if I want a turnover, I get it. If I want a turnover, I'm getting a turnover. Like, I'm trying to get a turnover, but I'm not.
Okay, well, this isn't
the
Ryan Chase here. This is Trayvon Diggs. Okay, we're not talking about.
No, I'm just saying. Like, you just got to think about it. You have to just think about it. Like Tre'Davious White just don't give up yards. Patrick Peterson, when he was in his prime, just didn't give up yards. Joe Hayden just give up yards. You know, like guys just don't give up yards like that. Like Jalen Ramsey, he's not better than Jalen Ramsey. Do you think he's better than Jalen Ramsey, E-Rob?
Jalen Ramsey's the best corner in the league.
I don't think he's better than Jalen Ramsey. No shot. But I don't think he's as many yards as y'all think he is. Like, a lot of these yards against, the number one receivers are getting on the other corners, not him.
According to this tweet right here, he's about to give up the most receiving yards.
Can we see that again? Can we see that?
Yes, pop that up again. I want to see that.
From a cornerback ever in the history of time. Yes.
I don't believe that at all. I don't believe
I mean, I don't. I'm not the one who makes up the stats. He's on pace to give up 1,119 yards this year, which would be the most from a cornerback of all time. 2014, 1,074 by Antoine Blake is the current record. I don't know if is that a record? Do you call it a record when it's bad?
He was on my team. I was on that team.
Well, let's look
Antoine Blake right here. Was he bad? Was he bad?
That's fake as hell.
No, it wasn't. He was bad. It was just like he wasn't. He's not bad. It's just like he wasn't a lockdown corner. He was just like, you know, they kept picking at him, and we didn't have anybody else better than him.
Yeah.
So we had to play good. But the thing is, our defense was we still like that year. We still went to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like we're still a good team. It's just when they attack somebody, that's the one guy they attack.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on from defense here. Let's talk about offense. E-Rob, how good is this Cowboys offense? Are they one of, if not the best in the league?
I'd say they're one of the best in the league for sure. They just have so many ways they can attack the defense. Like it's so hard to stop. It's like that second best running game in the league, and then they have their passing game as well. That I don't think they even really had to use that much this year. There's just so many ways they can attack the defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I mean, the thing with the Cowboys, you probably have if you're looking 3 deep. The Bills. I would say the Bills and the Cowboys are probably the 2 best receiving cores. If you're looking 3 deep. Because, man, the Bills, you got... Now, I mean, hey, look, I got a little bit of... I'm a homer a little bit here, but when you got Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, and Stephon Diggs, that's pretty nasty too. But the Cowboys, you got Amari Cooper, you got CeeDee Lamb, and you got...
Are you serious right now?
Ryan,
what do you
I love Ryan's face. I love when Ryan's about to just say
if you're looking 3 deep, you're looking 3 deep. How many teams?
3 deep.
Yeah.
The Cardinals, the Rams. Like,
you think the
Cardinals have...
The Rams are not better than the
Rams
Cowboys.
3 deep? You think the Rams 3 deep is better than the Cowboys?
No. I'm saying they can compete, but you can't use the Bills.
I think the Bills 3 deep is good. Now maybe I'm being a little bit biased.
The Bills 3 deep is not better than the two teams I just said. The Cowboys, I'll say the only team that can compete with the Cowboys, I feel, is the Rams. I feel the Cardinals. The Cardinals, their 3 deep is just as good or better than anybody else.
How are y'all
the
not
Cardinals
saying
got
Tampa
DeAndre
Bay?
Hopkins.
The Bucks as well.
Tampa Bay.
The Bucks are good.
Yeah, the Bucks as well. Yeah, the Bucks as well. And then the Steelers. I know we're not having. And then the Steelers as well. Like I know, like Ben is not playing great this year, but our receiving core is good. Are you serious?
Steelers?
The Steelers receiving core would be great if they had a quarterback that could throw the ball longer than 18 yards.
No, but think about it.
But they don't.
You don't really pay attention to the Steelers as much. But like, think about it. Like they have Deontay Johnson, they have Chase Claypool, and Juju Smith-Schuster. They're all really good receivers.
They're all burned, but they're all burners. They're all deep threats. You know what I mean? They all kind of.
Juju is not a deep threat. Deontay Johnson is like a route runner. No,
yeah, I would say he's more a route runner.
All right.
He's a possession receiver. Deontay Johnson is a route runner, and then Chase is a deep threat. I'm not saying that they're Cowboys. The Cowboys, they're more name brand guys. You know what I'm saying? But I think the receiving wise, I think the receivers are just as good. Deontay Johnson is just as good as almost not Mark, but he's just as good as the other two.
We got a poll coming up on who's got the best receiving core in the league right now, because this has to be decided by chat. This is a heated discussion right now. We got a poll coming up for it. Someone in chat said Juju's not a route runner; he's a TikTok dancer. And hey, nothing wrong with having fun. Nothing wrong with having fun while playing football. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. He comes up in my For You page.
That is wild. Are you serious?
Every Sunday.
That is crazy. Bro, like Juju's definitely. I'm not saying Juju's a top 10 receiver. I think Juju's right outside the top 10. But you can't.
Could be.
Juju's good. I like Juju.
He's better than the receivers at the Lions. So shh.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, man. Like, I mean, that's like saying, like, you know, you're taller than everyone, and taller than Frodo in the Lord of the Rings. Like, why are we doing this? You know what I mean? You're the tallest dwarf in the world. Why am I doing this?
But the Bucks definitely have the best receiving core in the league. I'm tripping.
I think it goes Bucks, Cowboys, then probably the Rams, in my opinion.
Bucks, Cowboys, Rams.
Seahawks,
am I wrong in thinking that the
yes.
Cole Beasley and Emmanuel Sanders, I think they're still good.
No,
they're but they're not like
those
Emmanuel
two people
Sanders
combined
not
are
Chris
60
Godwin.
years old. They're 60 years old combined.
Yeah, so are me and you.
The Cardinals. Yeah, and then we're sitting here talking.
I don't know how old you are, but I'm not
interviewing E-Rob. We're not out there running around.
You're 29. You're 29, 30, the same thing.
All right, the Cardinals have the best wide receiver core in the league, according to.
They didn't put the Bucks in there. They didn't put the Bucks in there.
Yeah, Bucks. Let's that's real football. That's boring. Let's talk about fantasy football. Chat said their fantasy team's getting ruined by Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey. I mean, yeah, if you draft a guy in first round, he gets hurt. It sucks. E-Rob, how's your team doing? What's it look like? Bro.
I really don't want to talk about it, man. I have a really stacked team, but I'm 1-4. It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense.
Give us your squad.
I had Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Nick Chubb, Ezekiel Elliott, Darren Waller, and AJ Brown. Dallas defense.
How are you losing?
I don't know, man. Every week I lose.
Look, listen to my team. Listen to my team. Josh Allen, Alvin Kamara, who's not doing anything. Mike Davis, who doesn't get the ball because they have a receiver running. Allen Robinson, Emmanuel Sanders, Evan Ingram, Hunter Renfrow, like
who?
Like George Kittle, IR, Jerry Jeudy, IR, Jarvis Landry, IR. It's like, then I have another team that has Saquon Barkley, IR. It's like, all right, bro, like. Then I have another team with Russell Wilson. He's hurt. It's like you get on my fantasy team, you get hurt. It's kind of. I hate talking like this because I'm a former player and I hate that these guys are hurt. You know, but like.
Yeah.
I'm not. I literally just lost like $100 in my fantasy league. But.
Yeah, I kind of got the same thing.
Like, look at this. Look at this right here. Look at all these pending moves I have. Let me see if you can see.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Look at all these pending moves.
I'm sitting pretty in
you can't see it.
I got 2 leagues, and in my college one, the one I care about the most, I'm sitting very pretty at 4-1 right now. So I don't know y'all's pain. I don't feel it. You know what I mean? I drafted well. I predicted who would get hurt, and I avoided them. Is your team name We Eat Baby? Bro.
Why is that your name?
What is that for?
I got 2 teams, and both of them are 6 pending. Hey, I don't know. I was just really bored, you know, and I just. I was just like, this team is super wild. This is like, so like, these are my 3 teams.
E-Rob, who's in your fantasy league? Are there any other creators in it?
No, I just do it with friends, like from high school. Yeah.
How long has your league been going on?
It's like a dynasty league. It's been going on for like 6 years.
Oh, nice. You do keepers and everything?
Yeah.
How many
5 players every year? 5.
Oh,
5 players?
Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, so that means it's a very rookie-heavy draft every year, I'd imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that really changes your. I'm the same way. We keep 2 players a year, and then we do an auction draft every year. So, all right, let's.
I actually never heard of leagues like this.
No, man. Internal domination leagues. 15 quarterbacks, like the whole thing. Yeah, so my league's been going on for 19 years now. So we've been like, you gotta mix it up every once in a while. Yeah, like we even have waiver wire.
That's more than half my lifetime.
Well, how old are you?
Don't worry about
29.
it.
I mean 20. I'm 19. My fault.
Yeah.
I'm 12.
I'm in my 30s. Let's move on from that. We got right now. Let's talk about this. We got to give some fantasy advice out here. So we're gonna play a game to help out everyone with their fantasy issues. We're gonna play a little game called Verse.
A 4-person league? That is hilarious.
No, it's a 10-person league. All same guys from college. It's been going on for a while. All right, you have Saquon Barkley. Who are you going to go with? You're going to go with Devontae Booker or Damian Williams? Devontae Booker.
I literally just picked
Damian Williams out of Chicago.
I literally just picked up Devontae Booker.
Yes.
That's one of my pending moves.
Damian Williams.
Full option. You like Damian Williams, E-Rob? Why you like Damian Williams?
I don't trust the Giants O-line. I don't trust them. Especially if Daniel Jones is out. I just don't trust that they'll be ahead in games to run the ball enough to pick him up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. One of my 6 pending moves in both leagues is Devontae Booker.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of with you, Rob, on this one. I think that the Giants O-line is a little bit questionable. So I don't know. I think Damian Williams did well last week. I think that I'd probably go Damian Williams. And another thing too to consider with Damian Williams, I know Daniel Jones can actually run a little bit, but whenever you have a reputation of running with having Justin Fields at quarterback, it does kind of open up options where you run a read option and then you don't get blocked, you're coming off the edge, and then you have to sit. You're like, because I know he might pull it, right? And then effectively, like, it takes a guy out on defense. I mean, and Ryan, you know all about that, right? Where it's like you got a mobile quarterback, and now you gotta watch for him, and you gotta it's 11 on 11, like you said earlier, you know.
Is Daniel Jones
Lamar Jackson? They says he's questionable.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson has 62 yards rushing, and his running backs had 20. So I'm going to go with the team that doesn't have a running quarterback.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. But I mean, I think a lot of this comes down to, like, is Mike Glennon going to be leading that Giants team this week? Because if Mike Glennon is, I don't foresee them scoring a lot of points. And I always want to get the running back that has a chance for touchdowns. And chat seems to like Damian Williams. I think Montgomery's coming back.
Chat hates on me, man. So,
yeah.
Chat hates on me, man.
Ryan, I mean, they just don't think you know anything about football, man. That's what it is. They don't trust you over here.
I guess.
Ryan, that's why we brought E-Rob on the show, because E-Rob is going to take all of it. Don't worry. He's just tanking it. Don't worry.
I don't understand why either, man. I'm giving good takes, too.
E-Rob, you're giving the solid takes right there. Chat's agreeing with you, E-Rob. Don't worry. Matchup 2 on Russell Wilson. Who are you picking up, Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield? First of all, if Sam Darnold's available in your league still, your league is garbage, all right? I just want to say that. Your league is garbage if they haven't picked up
He had a
Darnold.
terrible game last week.
He still scored 19 points, bro. Oh, no, wait. No, he had 5 last week.
He gets those rushing touchdowns. He gets those rushing touchdowns, which are big.
Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield if you own Russ. E-Rob, I'm going to go to you first again. Which one of these quarterbacks are you picking up?
You got to pick up Sam. He runs the ball a lot more than Baker does, and those get more points in passing yards. So you got to go with Sam.
Yeah, I think Baker Mayfield is kind of like crap the bed a little bit from a fantasy standpoint so far. And then like E-Rob said, like when you run the ball, you get more points. And Sam Darnold, he'll pull it and he'll run with it, and he gets a lot there.
Plus, he doesn't have Christian McCaffrey, or he might have him back this week. I'm not sure. But if he doesn't, needs to be more passing for him. So, and Baker Mayfield, they have like the number 1 rushing attack in the league. So they don't really rely on their passing game.
Yeah, and they got 2 really good.
I'm definitely.
Exactly.
I'm going with Baker Mayfield.
Really?
You're just trying to be the opposite.
No, I'm not.
You just trying to do the opposite of everyone saying.
A good reason why. Because Baker Mayfield was on a team that just put up 100 points, and Baker Mayfield still was a doo-doo. He was still outside of the top 10 of QBs. So tell me why Baker Mayfield the rest of the season.
The reason I'm taking Baker Mayfield, you said for the rest of the season or for this week?
Well, this week. All right, give me this week. Yeah, this week.
Yeah, because Baker's playing Arizona. Arizona defense is up in the air. So they have a good pass rush, but their defense is up in the air. Baker has actually a really good receiving core around him. And then he can run it, and then if they establish the run, play action. Play action turns into deep throws and deep passes, and eventually Odell will start showing up a little bit. He has a good group of receivers and tight ends, but at the end of the day, the chat just doesn't want to agree with me. So hey, I'm gonna let you guys do you and watch.
Bro, do you watch football, man? Do you watch football?
Hey,
Ryan.
I I didn't watch. I didn't watch much. So.
It's so.
This is the difference from like people that actually know football and people that
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. Like, I'm not saying Sam Darnold's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. I'm not going to say that, but like fantasy wise, Baker Mayfield's not scoring. He's not scoring. You know what I mean? Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb are getting all the touchdowns and the love there. So that's where it gets hard. Listen, chat. I'm just saying, you better go with whatever Ryan says on this next one. Like, don't hate on the man, okay?
It's cool, man. I'm used to it. You guys hate him.
I do not hate on it. Chat hates on you. Hate on me. You hate on my Lions every chance you get, which. Fair.
I don't hate on them. I'm just telling how it is.
As I love Ryan to do.
Picking up Davis Mills this week, just letting you guys know
that. Picking up Davis Longneck Mills. Matchup number 3. All right. How much you trust? I'm not gonna get his name right. Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
He's good.
From Alabama.
All right.
He's good.
Chase Claypool.
No, he went to Florida.
Florida? Was it Florida or Alabama?
You went Florida.
All right,
Florida.
Chase Claypool or Kadarius Toney.
Why do I think he's from Alabama?
Who do you got? I'm going to start with you, Ryan. I'm going to start with you so you can sway chat.
Hey, first of all, bro, I'm starting off with this one. Chase is going to have a huge game, right? But this is my fantasy team, and Chase is not available. So I'm going with Kadarius Toney because I just picked him up in my goddamn fantasy because Chase is not available. So Kadarius Toney, I need you to have a big ass game, but Chase Claypool is the better receiver for sure because Seattle's defense is fucking boo boo. They're boo boo. Their defense is boo boo. So Chase is going to destroy their defense, and he goes over top. With Juju being hurt, it's going to allow Chase to have a big game. And then him and Deontay, I feel like are gonna have a good game, and then they're gonna lean on Najee to run the ball, which opens up the play action. But I had to pick up the Kadarius Toney because my receivers are hurt on my team, so I need him to have a good week this week. Just stop punching people.
Yeah, see that's the thing.
He punched somebody and got killed.
Yeah, he got ejected.
Out of the game.
So is he? So when you're ejected, you miss. Do you miss?
It's not college.
Game?
Nope.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you're just fine.
Yeah.
He just got a $30,000 fine. That's about it.
I mean
exactly what chat said. Don't punch another guy right there.
Yeah,
Rob, what do you think?
Who are the Giants playing next week? The Rams.
They are playing the Rams. Take Chase Claypool.
I'm taking Chase Claypool because
hey, no, fuck that.
Tony is not doing anything against Ramsey. It ain't gonna happen. There's just no way. And the Seahawks don't have Russell Wilson, so I feel like their defense is gonna be on the field a lot more. So I think just Chase Claypool is just gonna go off. To be honest.
Yeah, I do
that
think
shitty defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's just. I think he's just. He is the like prototype, big, strong, fast, freak of nature type of receiver that a lot of teams want. Like he's like measurables through the roof, everything. He's a great player, and also he doesn't punch people. So yeah,
this poll was a lot closer than I thought. I thought Claypool was going to go, take it with nothing, but only 53% right there. I think chat was trying to go with Ryan's pick. I think chat was swaying him.
Yeah, I'm taking Kadarius Toney and dropping Will Fuller. Just letting you guys know that. So, in my chat. I mean, like in my fantasy, because Chase is not available. So.
That's fair. Well, next up, we'll be making some picks to help you guys win your pick'em pools. Let's start right now, though. Who do you have, chat, for this week's Thursday Night Football, which you can watch live right here on twitch.tv with me or SFan on our channels? Who do you got, Tampa Bay or Philly? Let us know in chat. This is Let's Go Football. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Let's Go Football. We've got some picks to make shortly, but the Thursday night game this week is another fun one. We got the Eagles at the Bucks. Tom Brady is absolutely crushing it. He's on a roll of, he's 44 years old. I don't understand it. Meanwhile, the Eagles are kind of surprising team. Jalen Hurts playing pretty dang well. They had a surprising upset in over a good Carolina team. This should be a good one. Also, you'll be able to watch this game right here on my channel or S-Fans channel. I mean, guys, the Eagles, they shocked Carolina. They beat Carolina. Do you think they can beat Tampa Bay on the road this week?
I don't think so. I don't think the defense can stop. I don't think the defense can stop the Bucks. There's no way.
The Bucks defense can't stop them either.
I mean, they can.
I'm setting my parlay up right now.
There ain't no way the Eagles are beating the Bucks, man. There's no way.
Yeah, I think there's no shot.
There's just there's just no way.
Well, you know what? This brings me to an interesting question right here, because Ryan, you seem to be you believe in them, and like we've established, you have played in the NFL, and we are just guys.
You said I believe in who?
Do you believe in Jalen Hurts? Do you think Jalen Hurts is a franchise QB?
I don't believe in any of these guys. I just think by the grace of God they might win this game. I don't believe in them at all. I just feel like for some reason, like the Tampa Bay Bucks had a really good game last week, and the Philly found a way to win a really tough game for them to win, and I think that they can come out here and get it dub. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Tom Brady right now on pace for 51 touchdowns. You guys think he has a chance of the record for 55? 44-year-old throwing 55 TDs.
Yeah, I mean
there's an extra game too. There is an extra game.
That's something else to think about.
I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna get it.
I don't think he can either.
I don't think he's gonna get it. That's a lot of touchdowns, man. And then especially towards the end of the year, you start slowing down a bit. So, because defenses start to catch up to how you're doing things. I don't think
they got a lot of film and whatnot. I mean, if you're on pace for 51, I mean that means you got a shot, right? Do I think he's gonna do it? I think he's probably not gonna do it. But does he have a shot? Yeah, I think he's got a shot.
All right. Well, we got lots more. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Okay.
So if like you have all these like apps when it comes to like betting, right? Like the parlays and stuff. Right. So right now my parlay says if I bet $10, I can win 84,000. Right? So if I pick $100, right? Do you think they're paying it out?
Yeah, I mean, if they'll let you make the bet, they're paying it out.
844,000.
But if you have, I'm going to tell you, if you have a parlay that's paying out 840,000 on a $100 bet, chances are they're not too worried about you winning it. Because
no, I'm saying, but if I win
17 games in that, you got 17, 18 games in
14.
That? 14? Yeah, I think they're feeling pretty confident about that. But let's go ahead and get our own parlay in here. And I just want to establish one thing. Last week, this is kind of my segment, and my picks weren't good. Ryan Shazier, however, was 3 for 3 on these picks. So I am giving my responsibilities away over to E-Rob this week.
All right.
Yes. So this is gonna fall on you and chat, and then we're gonna keep Ryan's score to see if he can stay undefeated here. Let's go to the Pick'em challenge right here. We need to pick a road team to cover this week. We got Kansas City minus 6.5. That means they have to win by at least 6.5 points at Washington. Green Bay minus 4.5 again, meaning they have to win by 4.5 at Chicago, and Dallas 4.5 at New England. Which one of these road teams is most likely to cover? Chat, we need your input here too. Go ahead and click on the Control Plus icon on the right side of your screen. Click that box, and there'll be 3 little lines right there. Boom, there's the poll. For mobile, just have your phone in the vertical position, and then you can read it. Right there.
I think KC wins that. There's no way Patrick Mahomes loses back-to-back I think it's gonna be a blowout too, as well.
Okay, you think Kansas City?
I don't think Kansas City defense is terrible, but I don't think they have to worry about Washington's offense because I think they're also terrible. So I just think KC blows them out.
S-Fan, what do you think?
I would pick. Honestly, I'd pick Dallas. 4.5 in New England. I think they're gonna cover.
Yo, S-Fan, what's behind you on the TV, dude?
Oh,
Himself.
Oh no, I don't know what that is. I didn't put that up there.
Ryan, which one of these road?
What is that?
I don't
like E-Rob.
Yeah, don't look at the TV.
Is this just pictures of E-Rob naked up there? Is that what's going on?
Like E-Rob
up there?
No, I think it's a picture. I think it's the picture of E-Rob from high school. I don't know. One of my viewers probably put that up there. They probably hacked the computer.
Can we go full screen, S-Man, real quick?
Wow, that's crazy.
I think it's a picture of E-Rob
I'm not
from high
gonna
school.
lie.
I'm pretty sure.
Ryan, which one of these road teams is covering? Kansas City, Green Bay, or Dallas?
I definitely feel the. Wow, that's crazy. It's hard for me to say Dallas because Dallas playing New England, Bill Belichick, that's gonna be a tough game. But I don't think that. I don't think Kansas City's gonna cover. So, and I don't think Green Bay's gonna win. So I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with the Dallas game. I'm gonna have to go with
Dallas 4.5. I mean, Dallas is 5-0 against the spread this year. Kansas City, the last 2 years, has just gotten brutally beaten by the spread, as they are, very big fan favorites for betting. So I mean, I kind of agree here. I think Dallas at New England right now at 4.5 is the play. Green Bay at 4.5 in Chicago. It's a divisional game.
That Dallas game's scary though, because Bill Belichick, I don't know, he scares me. Like if there's any
I feel the same way.
That's scary. That's a scary pick.
That is fair. I think that's fair, but I just don't think the Patriots are.
I don't think they are either, but you just never know with them.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost beat the Bucks.
All right, E-Rob. Yeah. So you're going with?
I'm gonna have to change my mind.
Okay, wait, hold on. E-Rob, you're locking your pick in at Kansas City?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan, you're locking your pick in at?
Kansas City. I just picked on my 14-team parlay, so I got to go with Kansas City.
Okay. S-Fan, you're locking in at Dallas?
Yeah, I'm going to go Dallas.
I'm going with you. I'm going with Dallas as well. Mm-hmm. Chat is locking in right now with, I believe it's Kansas City. Kansas City, they think Kansas City is going to win by more than 6.5 at Washington. I mean, that's a one touchdown. I don't. That's tough, man. That's tough. I just don't like anything over a touchdown. Like, it's just a lot.
Yeah, it's risky.
Anything near a touchdown is just a lot. All right, Kansas City, the first round of that parlay. Number 2, we want to pick a crappy team to cover. Why are we describing them as crappy? Can't we describe them as less good? All right, who do you got? Houston +10 at Indianapolis. Double-digit favors, just for the record, cover more than 55% of the time. Detroit +3 at Cincinnati. That line is not big enough. Bengals haven't been a road favorite since 2019 season. And then the London game, Jacksonville +3.5 against Miami. The Jags are 3-4 all-time in London. However, they have lost 20 straight games. Which one of these underdogs covers?
I think Jacksonville actually gets the win this week in London. I think they beat Miami. I think Miami just has no QB, dude. Like their offense is so stale.
Yeah, they're hurting bad.
I think they have a good defense, but their offense is just so bad. It's just that their defense can't do nothing about it. And I just think Jacksonville wins this. I think they get the first win of the season.
It's Trevor time.
Yep.
It's Trevor time.
When it starts.
Trevor Lawrence is not bad.
I think it's Trevor time. I never said he was bad. I just think it's his time.
Flashes. He has throws and flashes where I'm like, this guy's going to be a great quarterback.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville just needs so much help.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I
don't think their team is as bad as people think they are. I think they're just young.
They need help on the field, not off.
Wow. That's
I was close to home. I'm sorry.
Hey, well, it's cool. I know who needs more help.
Oh, did you play for
Detroit Lions and Jared Goff.
Yo, the Lions are not
goddamn hell.
Yo, I would be shocked honestly if the Lions cover this 3. I mean, the only thing we have going for us is a home game, but I mean, I feel like this Cincinnati team is somewhat real.
Are you guys playing in Germany? This game is in Germany, right?
Next season we're gonna play in Germany. We're not giving up.
I know.
Anyway,
Jacksonville's playing in London. I know Jacksonville's playing in London, but like the Lions are so ass here. Y'all might as well play somewhere else.
First of all, we're playing in Detroit. We're still gonna pack our beautiful, wonderful, amazing stadium. Okay, one more time.
Your conference center. Center.
It's Ford Field. Thank you very much. Across the street from Comerica Park, down the street from Joe Louis. Anyway, I think Lewis. Right here, the old Joe Louis, whatever they call New Joe Louis Arena, like where.
That's the boxer, right?
Play. Yeah. Detroit icon. Anyway, right here, I'm taking Houston, man. 10 points is just so many points. 10 points is just so many points, and it's not like Indianapolis is a good team. We're talking about a 1-4 team right there. I'm taking Houston to cover 10 on this, but I do agree. I think Jacksonville has a legit shot of just winning this game outright. 3.5 is a very sexy line for a home game, essentially in London for Jacksonville. Because apparently the country of England thinks Jacksonville is like the cream of the crop team, and that's why we keep sending them over.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and that's what we should do. That's what we should do in Germany. That's what we gotta see.
Bro, why you keep trying to send the line? We're not giving up a home game, man. The Bills can give up their Toronto game and go to Germany. We're not doing that. Let's move on. Saying, let's move on. Stop trying to send the Lions to Germany.
Listen, y'all don't need to play here. Shit.
All right, I just want to be clear. Locking in. E-Rob, you got Jacksonville.
Yep, Jacksonville. I think they get the first win of the season.
You're taking Jacksonville as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, S-Van?
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's it. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna put it together, and I think it's gonna be good.
All right, I'm taking Houston just because I think it's really hard to beat any NFL team by 10, especially when you're 1-4. Let's go on to chat. What do you got? What does chat got? I need chat's pick. Chat also has Jacksonville. Well, I'm sitting on an island on this one. Next one we got. Let's pick a road team to win outright. We've got the Los Angeles Chargers against the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson's 33-9 as a starter. Seattle at Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson, first game he's ever going to miss. And then we have Arizona at Cleveland. Which one of these road teams goes ahead and takes the W outright?
I got to go Chargers.
You're going Chargers?
I'm going. I think the Ravens are overrated as hell. I think Lamar Jackson's good. But the Ravens, just as a team, I think they're so overrated this year. They're barely beating trash teams. Trash teams. Like, they should have lost to the Lions if it wasn't for that shitty no call on that when the clock expired or whatever. They should have lost that game. And yesterday, I mean, they barely beat the Colts. They barely beat the Colts, man. But, I mean, Lamar Jackson's really good, though. He is very good. I think that's the entire team is Lamar Jackson. But I got to go with Chargers there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I think, like, I agree with you, but I'm not picking them because I think they're winning as well. But I'm going to have to go with Dallas, because I think Dallas is going to win this game.
We actually have the graphics wrong. It's supposed to be Arizona at Cleveland is the last one. Arizona at Cleveland is supposed to be the last one.
Sorry. Oh, Arizona at Cleveland.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh. The graphics wrong. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Arizona at Cleveland. I still have Arizona. You take Arizona.
I still have Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Arizona.
Same thing for me.
Yeah.
They're just good.
I'm going against the AFC North. That's not the Steelers. So.
I kind of agree. I think Arizona at Cleveland. I think this Chargers-Ravens game is going to be. I feel like it's going to be actually really close. I feel like it's going to come down to the wire. I feel like that's going to be whatever team has the ball last. Arizona and Cleveland. There's just Cleveland's such an interesting team to me because I want to say they're very good, but they're not beating good teams. I feel like they're the team this year that beats bad teams but loses to good teams. There's always a team that does that. I feel that's Cleveland this year, and Arizona is a very good team, so I also am going to go with Arizona. right there. So we got E-Rob taking the Chargers. We got E-Rob taking the Chargers. The rest of us taking Arizona. Chat, we want to hear from you on that. Right there. I'm gonna give you another question. I'm gonna give you guys another question. Rest of their careers, who you want? Do you want Herbert or do you want Jackson?
Oh,
Herbert. Jackson, Herbert.
Mm-hmm. Herbert.
I think the way he
like
plays.
Lamar. Lamar's good, but
when Lamar loses speed when he gets older, like, is he still going to be the same QB he is now? Like Herbert, he doesn't rely on his he is athletic, but he doesn't rely on him running all the time to be good. So in 10 years from now, he's still going to throw the ball very well. I got to go with Herbert.
Yeah, same for me. Because, I mean, you see it a lot. I mean, there are some guys who are running quarterbacks who've lasted for a long time in the league, but it's not that often, right? And Lamar Jackson's awesome now, but like E-Rob said, like if you're 10 years down the road and hey, listen, I'm not even playing in the NFL. Obviously, my legs don't work like they used to 10 years ago. So it's like it's just one of those things. Like I can't run like I used to. So it's just a natural part of life, right?
I have a question for GrandPooBear.
Yeah.
Who are you taking in the next 10 years? Jared Goff or David Block?
Jared Goff or who?
Your backup quarterback, David
Our
Block.
backup quarterback? I'm hopefully neither one of them are there after next year. hopefully with this very high draft pick we get, we take whatever is the hot name coming out of college. Whoever Mel Kiper says
Jared
number
Goff or
one
David Mills
coming out of college.
That's bad.
Yeah, I mean, listen, David Mills has the long neck going for him. Goff had as much chance to win the Super Bowl in Detroit as Matt Stafford did. So, I still love the.
Yo, who's that guy?
Wait, what?
All right.
Wait, what is
Terrell Owens?
E-Rob, what's your girl doing with T.O.? What's your girl doing with T.O. there?
What do we got going on here?
My viewers are stupid, man.
I'm telling you, somebody hacked my computer. I don't know what.
Can we pull up S-Fan full screen again real quick? Arizona won that, by the way, for chat. So we got chat picks, E-Rob's picks, and E-Rob's girlfriend with T.O. right there. What a specimen, T.O.
What's going on?
I don't know.
It's not Ryan. That's not real. That's not a real picture.
I don't know. It looks real to me.
Sure, it looks
what
real
happened?
to me.
It looks pretty real to me.
Yeah, it looks very real.
I've never met. Oh God,
it's pretty real.
All right, we got E-Rob's
I don't know what it is.
E-Rob's picks. We got Chiefs, Jaguars, Chargers. Chat picks went Chiefs, Jaguars, Cardinals. We'll be keeping track of Ryan's undefeated season as well. And that will do it for what's this game called? Versus. I should have known.
Pick'em challenge.
Everybody wish me luck on my 14-team parlay.
Already, Pick'em's right there on the screen. Great hosting by me. Big thanks to E-Rob for hanging out with us today. Be sure to check out his channel. E-Rob, anything you want to plug real quick before you leave?
No, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Guys, make sure you go follow E-Rob221. Make sure.
Wait, actually, one thing, Ryan, I hate to ask
this.
Is I hate asking this, Ryan, because it's cringe. But can you follow me on Twitter? That's all I ask. That's all I want.
Follow you on Twitter. Can you follow me on Twitch?
Yeah, I'll follow you on Twitch. I'll host you sometime.
All right, cool. All right, I'll follow you. What's your Twitter?
E-Rob, you gotta be careful. E-Rob, if you host Ryan, your girl might be hosting Ryan too. If not careful.
Okay. All right, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, I loved it. Big thanks to E-Rob for hanging out with us again today. Ryan, follow that man. Follow me on Twitter.
You,
you know, I got Ryan Shazir's number now, but he doesn't follow me on Twitter. We're gonna take a quick break. Hit us up in chat. I can text him though, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna text him and just be like, "Hey Ryan, what are you doing?" We're gonna take a quick break. Hit us up with any questions that you guys have as I send Ryan Shazir pictures of my dog on
That's the quickest way to get blocked.
We got a treat for people who watch Efon's channel. Coach Esfon. Coach Esfon will be here. This is Let's Talk Football. Let's go football. Sorry. Just go to it. Go to the commercial. We're almost at the end of the show right now, but before we go, we need to hear from you, chat. This is your last chance to ask any questions to me. I don't know why you'd ask me when you have Ryan Shazier and, of course, Coach S-Fan right here. We're pulling these questions right from the Twitch Sports channel, so just drop them right there. Coach S-Fan, how's it going out there?
We're damn good. Obviously, we had a fantastic, phenomenal week of practice this week, and it's really the thing we needed to harp on is the fundamentals. We got guys. They're worried about newspaper clippings. They're worried about, hey, I'm trying to get the big. They want to be in the paper. They want to be, on that old MTV and whatever the hell else is going on right now. So. I said, look, son, it ain't about that, okay? You gotta worry about football. The kids these days, it's different. It's a different world, absolutely.
Hey, Coach S-Fan, can we get time to ask the question? What team do you coach for?
Well, I consider myself a consultant. I kind of work for every team. They call me up and basically just ask me for help offensively, defensively, special teamsively. And that's really how it works. I'll come in and I'll fix you right up. That's how it works. Mm-hmm.
It's so weird hearing Officer Cornwood answer these questions. Normal Poverty asked you guys, Ryan, I definitely want to hear both of you input on this. Why aren't the players tough enough to play both offense and defense? It's definitely a toughness situation.
Oh, well, it's because they don't make them like they used to. It's just that simple. Back in my day, hell, we played offense, we played special teams. I'm a little bit older now, right? I'm a little bit older now, but I remember I won the state championship 5 years in a row in high school. All 5 years I won the state championship. I was starting quarterback, starting running back, starting kicker, punter, starting safety, starting linebacker. I did everything, And really any game that we lost, which wasn't often, it was because it was somebody else's fault. It wasn't mine. So they just don't make them like they used to.
Ryan, did you ever play both ways?
In the NFL, man, in the NFL, it's hard to play offense and defense, man. You're trying to conserve people's bodies. And I played offense, and I played a little bit of offense when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. When you start getting to college and stuff, it's a lot harder to play both sides. Hey, Coach, what's the injury status of your starting running back today?
Well, listen, he went out last week with a broken fibula, tibula, mandibular, scapula, and he also had a thigh contusion as well on top of all that. But I think we're just going to wrap him up and throw him back out there. I think we're fine because I trust the offensive line to be able to protect him and make sure he's going to be all good. I ain't concerned.
He needs to watch the game from home. And Kef Boyardee wants to know, what's the best watching game day snack?
Oh, well, hell, that's simple. I can't go wrong with some Chipotle. I mean, that ain't a snack. That's a whole ass meal. That's hey, it's 53 ingredients you can pronounce, and they got that smoked brisket. That responsibly raised smoked brisket is damn good right now. So, I'm big old fan of Chipotle. Mm-hmm.
Coach, you take a Spider-Man or Batman?
Well, offense or defense, Because I'll be honest with you, both of them ain't good enough to play both sides. Because, like I said, they just don't make them like they used to.
Coach, Gabe asks, here's your recruiting Kyler Murray to be your kicker. Any truth to that rumor?
I did. I'll go ahead and address the rumors right now. I think Kyler Murray, if we can put him at the kicker position, we'll be able to really open up our special teams and direct snap to the kicker and be able to run some a little bit of I call it a wildcat field goal formation.
Wildcat.
It's a little bit something new that's never been seen before, but that's my middle name. It's S-Fan Innovation TV. So
all right.
A lot of people don't know that.
RBJT wants to know, is candy corn good? No.
Candy corn? Oh, hell no. Listen. I'll tell you what. Corn is corn.
It's all right. It's not that bad.
Well, listen, no, corn is corn. You don't need to make no candy corn. You don't need to, listen, corn is corn. You give it to me on the cob. You want to take it off the cob, it don't matter. But you don't got to be, hell, you're basically just defiling the corn if you're making it into candy.
Oh, the only thing worse than loose candy corn on Halloween is loose pennies. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am Drummond. What's the best pre-workout for someone looking to add 150 pounds of muscle?
Easy. Go to church on Sunday. You go to church on Sunday. You eat your vitamins. You go to church on Sunday, and you respect your elders. That's the best damn pre-workout there is.
The Hulk Hogan workout.
Hey, Coach, I heard your starting receiver may miss the game because he just failed a drug test. What is your concerns about this?
Well, my concerns is how they got the wrong guy's piss cup. You know, because I'll tell you what, that wasn't his. That sure shit wasn't his. You know, I'll go to bat for him. I'll be honest with you. You know, hell, it might have been someone else. Maybe Josh Gordon got in there or something. But no, absolutely, that was not the case. We'll have him retest. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Well, you got it right there. You got the questions from Ryan Shazier and Coach S-Man. But don't forget, Lazo, that's going to be our show. Don't forget, this Thursday, you can watch the Bucks Eagles on my channel or S-Fan's channel. You can check out Ryan Shazier on the Ringer Network on the podcast over there. And of course, your Twitch channel. We'll be back here again next week. In the meantime, we're going to raid S-Fan's channel. Until then, I'm S-Fan. That's Ryan Shazier. Or sorry, I'm not S-Fan. I'm GrandPooBear. That's S-Fan.
I'm GrandPooBear. Nice to meet you.
He's GrandPooBear. I'm S-Fan. That's Ryan Shazier. We're all Ryan Shazier. We'll see you guys next week on Let's Go Football.
Appreciate y'all. No further questions.
Peace, Adrian.